Hey guys, and welcome back to Deku Tarot and to your daily tarot reading for Thursday, the 17th of October, 2019. I cannot believe we're already at the 17th of October, guys. Libra season is almost over. We have a lot more scorpionic energy coming in. Wow, so let's get into this here. I'm sure some of you guys are also still feeling the effects of that Aries full moon. Right? Let me know in the comments below how that was for you, and definitely go check out your Aries full moon read for your sun, moon, rising, and Venus. I did timestamp that video. It's quite fun. If you guys haven't, please make sure to share and subscribe, and I just want to give a special shout out to all of my subscribers. Thank you guys. Could not do this without you, okay? If you want to get 20% off your Teespring order, or you want to book a private reading, all that information is right below this video in the description box, okay? So guys, let's get into this here. I'm going to start this, I'm going to start it with the Bosch Tarot. I don't know why I'm feeling that today, but we'll see what comes up here. The sun obviously is still in Libra. The moon's in Gemini today. And we're going to see what comes up. The daily reads have been interesting. I don't know if you guys have been checking out over on Instagram my other daily pulls or daily oracle pulls. Energy's been interesting. Ooh, okay. First card out is the High Priestess. I'm saying it's like we're slowly going into the depths of our feelings, of our emotions. It's very interesting what happens as we go from Libra into Scorpio season. If you guys are wondering, my voice is a little bit weird today, but my throat's kind of bothering me. So we're just going to bear with it here. I got some coffee in my wonderful witchy mug here. Remind them all that you're the baddest witch in town. I think it's a fun mug. All right, anyways. High Priestess, Knave of Pentacles. What else is coming up for today? Oh, interesting. Interesting. Knight of Chalices, the Hermit. We're going to go with this, and then we'll pull some more, okay? So, High Priestess here. Okay, let's just, like, get the little booklet over here out as well, because as you guys know, with this deck, I always read from the booklet, because it's not a normal deck. It's really not a normal deck. The meanings are not the same, but I love the meanings in this deck. So, this is the only deck that I really go with the book with. The High Priestess. So here she is. She's got a book on her head. She's kind of balancing here. But it's really about knowledge and knowing. I mean, the book is on top of her head, which always kind of makes me think she's saying, you know, because again, the High Priestess for me, if you guys have been with me for a while, you should know that it's about your intuition, your higher self, the knowledge that we all have. You know, whatever you want to call it. You can call it, you know, your gut, your common instinct, or is that what it's called? Common, whatever. Anyways, I mean, maybe it's common instinct. I don't think common sense. So let's read what she says here in the book. High Priestess, knowledge springs from concentration. Prayer springs from concentration. Prayer. So again, it's interesting that this is about prayer, concentration. It's almost like I went into this reading and I knew it was going to be about kind of a mindset switch. And I was actually talking about this with my partner last night about how people, and I was kind of thinking about, well, because I was thinking about this at work and it kind of hit me. People, when you're trying to manifest something that you really want here, you know, Knave of Pentacles, let me read him really quick and then we're going to get into this meaning because I love what I'm about to tell you guys. I really think that this all kind of flows together. So, Knave of Pentacles, but I know I started something then I didn't finish it. Resources, create that which you do not have, know how to abandon that which you have. I knew there was a reason that we needed to say both of them. So, again, create that which you do not have, know how to abandon that which you do have. So it's knowing what to abandon here, especially in terms of our internal, in terms of what we tell ourselves. You know, what are we saying to ourselves in our mind about what we're trying to manifest? You say, I'm poor, everything's going wrong, nothing is going right, I don't know why this this stuff happens to me. You could be giving yourself a very negative dialogue. And what I'm trying to say here, or what I'm trying to bring up today, is about needing to switch that. Because when you're trying to manifest, if you have, this background energy that is negative, you're going to manifest the negative continuously. You're going to manifest what you're thinking about, what you're worrying about, what your Nine of Swords stressing out about. But it's kind of like being a computer. You know, if your computer or your laptop was running really slow, your phone was running really slow, you'd be like, okay, what's going on? You'd have to go and look at the background apps, you know, the apps that are, or, you know, whatever is running in the background and be like, oh, well, this is slowing it down. Time to turn this off. And, you know, I'm just trying to type right now, so let me just put on that typing app. It's shifting your focus to what's important, to what's going to keep things running, and releasing that what is trying, you know, stunting things and making things, you know, continuously get kind of stuck in the mud. Knight of Chalices, and then we get the Hermit. So I really think today is a lot about shifting our mindset, especially in terms of some of our goals here. If we want something, we're going to have to abandon what internally, what we know we're telling ourselves, what kind of knowledge is, you know, stopping us here. And that knowledge could just be fake stuff that we tell ourselves, you know, you're not going to make it, you're a failure, you know, nobody likes you, all that kind of crap, you know? So let's look at the Knight of Cups here, or Knight of Chalices. Where is he? The message, the ability to express our sensations and transmit them to others is as important as the actual experiencing of them. So it's our ability, yeah, to communicate what needs to be communicated, whatever we've been holding inside here with the Hermit, whatever you've been thinking about, whatever you've been had on your mind for a long time. This has to do with something that we've been trying to work towards. And I think that's why I keep bringing up the manifesting. I think this is something you've been trying to manifest. And if you really want this, today is a day where you're going to have to really make a switch in the way you treat yourself about it and the way you try to bring this in, what energy you're putting towards it, even in the back of your mind. So the Hermit, let's read him. I really like the Hermit in this deck. It's one of my favorite, it is my favorite Hermit card. I absolutely adore it. It's just such a cool picture and such a cool meaning. Through his own strength, man can be refreshed by a monstrous shape as if it were the most angelic of visions, thoughts. And for me, it's all about perspective. You can be refreshed through a really difficult situation and learn amazing lessons from it. Or you can see the situation as the worst thing ever when you're going through it and, you know, lament and complain and go through all the emotions and bring yourself down. Or you can really open yourself up to what can be learned, no matter how this situation plays out. And I think that's what we need to do here, is stop sitting inside of our hermit shell and go at the monster here. Deliver the message to whatever, you know, whatever this might be. Move forward on whatever it might be. It's saying, you know, the most important thing here is transmitting the message. It's not just about the feeling of it. It's taking those feelings to town. Let's get some Morgan Greer in here. Oof, okay. I like it. 3 of Wands and then the 8 of Cups. It's interesting because they're both looking opposite ways. I'm sorry that it's so bright. It's overcast and it's really windy, so the clouds keep coming in and out. So I feel like everything looks extremely bright, including myself. But 8 of Cups and the 3 of Wands. This is definitely moving forward. Both of these cards talk about pushing forward in a new direction, moving forward after we have left something behind, going forward in a new direction rather than the other ways that we've done this before. It's turning our back on what we were holding on to that held us back, whether that be fear, whether that be an ex, whether it be, you know, I think a lot of it has to do with fear because of this. We tell ourselves a certain storyline. It's going to become true if we continue telling ourselves that and internally sabotaging that with our negative feelings about it. You know, it's not going to happen. I'm worried. But the 8 of Cups says you guys are like done with that. You're ready to move on. You're ready to push forward. And I like that. There's always an act of leaving something behind, but there is seeking out more with the 8 of Cups. It's one of my favorite cards. So let's continue. Let's get one more here. This is what we needed to hear. Yes. Oh, this is what you guys needed to hear about this. It's going to be okay, but you have to move forward on this. So don't be afraid. Whatever you're afraid in terms of taking to town, pushing forward on, going out and making your own here, it's time to do so. And it's time to stop being afraid because this is what it offers. 6 of Wands, then the 10 of Cups. A winning card. You know, this is like winning and then the after party. Like what's in that cup? It's rainbow. There's a lot of emotions, a lot of support, happiness, the feelings of I did it and I never would have gotten here if I hadn't just taken that extra step. If I hadn't taken that push inside of me and done something with it. That knowledge of if I need to move forward, I got to switch up some things. I got to change my mindset, my perspective, and how I'm getting to that goal. This is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Success. written in the stars energy. And I don't know who wants this, but I'm going to pull a Doreen Virtue, and I don't know why, because it hasn't really been that lovey other than when we got that 10 of Cups. But again, if this applies for a love situation, it does. These are general daily readings. Take them how you will. They're not for any particular sign, any particular person. It's just fun. Oh, reconciliation, guys. It's interesting. Go look at my reading, my daily pull over on Instagram, because this came up. 6 of Cups even came up. And that desire for some of you guys to reconcile, whatever has been holding you back there, it's time to push forward, say what you need to say, put yourself out there. Because again, if what you fear is rejection and things not being the same after this, then there's really nothing to fear. You can't be fearing things like that if you really want to experience love, if you really want to experience connection, even if it's not about love. You have to put yourself out there to get anywhere. Oh my gosh, okay. Stacey DeMarco deck almost just fell everywhere. I don't really know what's going on here. We're going to fix it after. We're going to fix it after, and you guys don't need to know everything that just fell. The tarot desk is a bit of a mess right now. Again, guys, please make sure to subscribe, to share. It really does help the channel, helps me continue this stuff. And check out your monthlies as well as the Aries full moon. Spider, community and web weaving. Love it. Let's read it here. So you get the spider. It's a nice message. Spider webs can be seen as a symbol of connection, not necessarily entrapment. There's a fine line sometimes between a family or community supporting us and controlling us. This card looks at this discernment. It also suggests you review the way you communicate with the wider community, at work, or generally with others, and take steps to improve this or do it slightly differently. It also indicates that there needs to be a balance between what you do for yourself and what you do for others. If we give too much to the outside, our strength diminishes, and we cannot weave the supporting web for ourselves. That's the Stacey DeMarco Halloween Oracle. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed these messages. Have a wonderful and blessed day. Again, check out the monthlies. Check out your Aries full moon read. And make sure to give a subscribe, a follow. Check it out over on Instagram. And if you want 20% off of any order from Teespring, all that info is below. Thank you guys so much. Have a great day. Namaste.